sometimes the writers add "of death" to something to make it sound scarier. Well, the same thing happened to Castello Road, except it earned its nickname. Syria is currently under a ceasefire, but many people are trapped in a city called Aleppo. Why is this a problem? Because they can't get aided while the ceasefire is underway. With the ceasefire, Syria has blocked off many of the most important streets. One of these streets is called Castello Road, or better known as Death Road. This got its nickname because of the horrors surrounding it. There is said to be a strong stench of rotting flesh on the road and often burning metal. This is caused by the remains of bombing. However, this disturbing road was the only thing getting supplies to Aleppo. Now Aleppo has no way to receive supplies because the Death Road is still ordered to be cleared off because of the ceasefire. Syria is planning to issue a letter authorizing aid delivery to Aleppo. Currently, there are many residents still trapped in Aleppo, and people are trying to send them supplies as fast as they can. If the trucks containing the supplies get issued faster, maybe Death Road won't have a name to uphold for much longer. And now to Charlene with local news.
Thanks, Kayla. Great news. That famous area of Holiday Park in Indianapolis on 64th and Springville Road was fenced off for 18 years. It will reopen again this weekend. Workers were busy putting the finishing touches on Holiday Park's new and improved but still very old attraction. We feel like this is going to be just an amazing space for people and come and celebrate, bring their families, and play and interact with the ruins like they never have before, said Lisa Hurst, Friends of Holiday Park. Once crumbling and fenced off, the ruins are now rock solid and wide open. The races of mankind sculptures have been restored, so the headless ladies and the geyser fountain. Now go and consider going down to the parks this weekend. Now off to you, Sam.
Great news. The 100th anniversary of tanks is here. Today, tanks of today's world are very different from when they were first invented. World War I was a bloody mess, spurred by advances in defense weapons like machine guns, barbed wire, and artillery. Much of the Great War's western front was a muddy hellscape of trenches, explosions, and mostly static lines. The Battle of Verdun, which started in February of 1916 and lasted for 9 months, resulted in hundreds of thousands of dead, and left exploded weapons around the village of Verdun, some of which are still there to this day. The existing technology of that war lent itself to defensive stalemates. To change the war, military commanders hoped for a technology that could cross trenches, withstand rifle and machine gun fire, and protect advancing troops on foot. The result was the tank, which had its debut at the Battle of Somme on September 15th, 1916, 100 years ago today. A British invention, the first tank was large, slow, and a different world from the vehicles we see today. In conclusion, the tanks were the stepping stones into how the world has changed for its military technology.
Thank you, Sam. This is good news. From now on, we have joined the other 196 nations from the risk of climate change. Barack Obama have talked to Xi Jinping from Zhuhai, China. We have entered the Paris Climate Change Agreement. Over 200 countries in Paris have been making changes in climate change since we have joined the Paris Climate Agreement. Degrees have dropped 2 degrees Celsius per industrial level. Thank you for watching.